Thank you for joining me today for an important update regarding the city's challenged waste collection operations. As I mentioned last week to the local news media, this is an issue fueled by labor shortages, and it's something that is happening across the country, not just here in Jacksonville. Today we're here to talk about a temporary solution. But first I want to address Deputy Joshua Moyers, who was shot and killed late last week. Law enforcement, they are a member of our family and our community here in Jacksonville, any law enforcement officer, but specifically Nassau County is the metropolitan area, and we consider the metropolitan area just as our family. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to the family and all of the people in Nassau County. In the past few months and weeks, my team and I have received hundreds of emails, phone calls, and messages on social media from citizens who are upset about waste collections. My colleagues on City Council have received these messages, as have our hardworking teams at 630 City, the Public Works Department, and your newsrooms. Our citizens are understandably upset. They're upset because this is a basic service that is paid for by their taxes. And it's not outrageous to expect a service that you pay for. I understand that frustration. The circumstances that brought us to this place, a place that none of us have seen in our lifetime, were beyond our control. It is the result of the lasting impacts of the coronavirus pandemic has had on our economy. And as I mentioned, it's not just happening here. The same issue is occurring in communities throughout the country, both large and small. Labor shortages everywhere are making it difficult for our waste hauler contractors to staff their operations and keep up with demand. As a result, residents are experiencing delays and missed collections of their garbage, recycling, and yard waste. To help alleviate this issue, my team and I are temporarily suspending curbside recycling collections beginning next Monday, October 4th, so that teams can catch up on the backlog of garbage and yard waste collections. We're prioritizing garbage and yard waste because they pose a high risk to the sanitation, health, and safety of our neighborhoods. This was a difficult decision. I know this is not a perfect solution, and that many people in our community are passionate about recycling. This is why we're standing up 14 recycling drop-off sites throughout the city where residents can bring their items for collection. We'll provide those sites to you to report. These sites will be open Monday, October 4th, and will be open Monday through Saturday, sunrise to sunset. By setting up these locations, we will provide a way for those in our community that are passionate about recycling to continue to do so, while our haulers focus on addressing the backlog of yard waste and garbage collections. We look forward to resuming normal curbside recycling operations as soon as possible and appreciate the patience of our citizens during this challenging time. To the news media, this is a great time to revisit the helpful stories you've presented over the years showing residents what they can and cannot recycle. While we continue to share these guidelines through multiple avenues, your reach plays a significant role in helping provide this important information. Will Williams, Chief of the Solid Waste Division, is here today to answer any recycling questions you have. Today's announcement is one of many ways we're working to address this issue. At tomorrow night's City Council meeting, my team will introduce legislation for the creation of a yard waste transfer station that will assist us in reducing run times and increase the pace of collection of yard waste. The legislation will also include a fee reduction for residents that prefer to drop off their yard waste at the Trail Ridge facility. Costs would be $1 total for up to 500 pounds of yard waste. The site would accept yard waste from citizens Monday through Saturday. I look forward to working with Council to get this legislation through the process as quickly as possible. Thank you for being here today. Before I conclude my remarks, I do want to acknowledge the tremendous work of our Public Works and Solid Waste Division and from the team at our 630 City Call Center. This has been a difficult time for them and our citizens, but they remain committed to serving the people of this city. Many of our solid waste crews, along with employees who have volunteered from other departments, have been working 7 days a week and busting their asses covering the routes missed by private haulers. I want to thank all of you. I truly appreciate your work and your commitment. Now please welcome my friend and my colleague, City Council President Sam Newby, to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I want to acknowledge my colleagues who are here, Vice President Terrence Freeman, Finance Chairman Mr. Ron Stellum, and TEU Chairman Ms. Joyce Morgan. Thank you to the Mayor for his leadership on this crucial issue. The problem with garbage collection and yard waste is a matter that affecting every council member on this city council. We have received calls and emails complaining about missing collection. Suspending curbside recycling will provide the haulers the ability to focus on catching up with garbage and yard waste issues throughout Jacksonville. As the president of the city council, I am pleased to work with all involved in this important issue. I will also be co-introducing legislation will be introduced at tomorrow's council meeting to help alleviate this problem. These are just some of the beginning steps to solve this problem for our citizens, and I can guarantee you City Council will do everything we can to help solve the issue. Thank you and God bless.